Yo, what's up, guys? EJ here, Breathing Fantasy Football, literally. Hey, welcome back to just a random stream at midnight Eastern time here on the East Coast. Whew. I've not been doing too many streams too much lately. Kind of honest with you, man. Really falling out of it, but I still enjoy the grind. I'm still grinding behind the scenes. 95% of you guys don't understand me. The few of y'all come always hanging out, and I appreciate y'all's just time. And man, a few of you guys we've been friends with on here for a few years now, so I respect you guys and lots of love. Always love. I love shit talking, man, but people just don't get it. They think they take it too serious. And I've been wearing this bracelet. It says never stop yourself. I know you guys can't read it. I'm not going to force you to, but it's just like a thing of like, if you are who you are, just roll with it, man. Some people will understand it. Some people won't. And those that are true will talk to you. That's a key, man. So I'm always open to talking to anybody, anytime. Most of the time we talk football. I mean, if you guys say, hey, EJ, I want to have down-to-earth talk about life, always down for it. Open book about anything. I love trying to always be positive. I know it don't come across that way, but man, the shit talking in best ball and any kind of lineup stuff, it's just stage, man. It's meant to, I'm allowed to have this type of persona. That's what this is, man. It's just a style. If I get under your skin, that's what I'm trying to do. Just trying to have some fun with it. And man, I think I get it. There's too many people taking this serious as a job, like as in content creating, and a lot of it's stagnant. I don't really watch anybody. Every now and then I'm bored, I'll watch Felix do a stream. But man, I don't know. I know I don't fit in with the norm, and it got to me. But I'm coming out of it. Like it's not gonna crush me forever. I mean, if I'm still gonna be doing streams, you're gonna start to see me fade away from complaining. I'm kind of like totally me, and a few of you guys, we've been so immersed in our drafts all summer, man. All summer. We put so much heart, blood, sweat, and tears. Before we look at DraftKings lineups, I have some things I just love getting off my chest, because I don't know of any other streamers out there that are just real, even if they cross so many lines. I don't know anybody else that's just real, like will just straight shoot it. Everyone's on a strict agenda, a schedule, a certain style. I will talk to anybody. I'll have anybody up on the show with us here. Open book, man. But hey, I don't know if I'll ever understand it, but going back to the summer of drafting, it's why I got so heated and so just in with it, man. Like some of the picks and things we were on, they're just straight fire. Yes, we have some misses. So talking about some guys I like, and this is like mostly season long for those that are following along for DraftKings weekly. Man, best ball, it's crazy when you go all in. I mean, the past few years, we're just doing maybe 15 drafts. 3 years ago, we did like 150 last year, and we did 700 this year. So, man, we have some really strong takes. One, we faded Aaron Rodgers. That was mostly me by luck, more about me beefing with the Rodgers concept that he should retire. I didn't feel like he had anything left in him, so I just put on a full-out fade, mostly for him. Yes, I drafted him a few times, but when I say a few times, we're talking less than 10 drafts out of 700. I consider that a big fade. The number 2 guy that I faded the most so far in best ball is Nick Chubb. And shout out to Cha Cha. That's mostly his take, telling me, yo, we're not drafting this guy in the second round. He's now moving up in the first round. You dare think I'm going to have you put your finger and clicking him at the end of the first round? Nah, we couldn't do it, man. So we've been fading Nick Chubb, and longevity, it looks like it could work out. Some big misses I have so far that I think are probably the Washington stand. I know it's just a 2-game sample size, but if Brian Robinson can have ceiling games like that, I don't have any exposure to him, so I hope it doesn't hurt me. I hope I can find a way to climb some teams advancing. So that's a miss for me for best ball. Another miss I would say that I have is probably, in my opinion, I guess the Jaguars stacks with some Calvin Ridley. And Cha-Cha said a miss was maybe handcuffing a little bit more Tyler Algier, just because he has a role, and if Bijan ever did go down, which we have a huge stake in him, it seems like the team is still going to feed Algier very similar. So, yeah, the EJ's midnight vent session. Man, you know me, man. I'm always reaching out to you and I'm saying, yo, things aren't right. I'm just not feeling it. Like, I'm not feeling like doing anything like with the stream. I'm forcing myself to come here, but I still love the stage. I really love being part of the system. But accept me for who I am. That's it, man. You start accepting me for who I am, you'll see that this side deserves a part in the community. There's one thing to troll, but there's another thing to have a voice where we're just be like, come on, man, give me your freaking honesty. That's what it comes down to. I believe YouTube paying people on ads has ruined content creating. People are more focused to doing things just for a number. They're not just humble in themselves. That's the crazy thing. That's why I'm not a business. So I don't know how to do it, man. I don't know how to be wired. I'm always that guy that likes to break it. Because I don't know, man. I just don't know how to do it. But I enjoy being real, talking, hanging, and doing it all, man. So you guys want to look at some DraftKings lineups? I could ramble all evening. Been doing pretty well. So yeah. Let's get it, man. Should we start it off with an underdog draft? Maybe I got a couple dog bowls in there. If you guys have not played on Underdog Fantasy yet, use my promo code BFFL. They'll match you 100% up to $100. They have a tournament all season until week 12, the Dog Bowl. It's like a satellite to a live tournament. I would love to go there. Represent BFFL. Show everyone the same person that they think they know. But in the end, I'll shake everybody's hand. I'll be nice. I'll listen. I'll be loving and caring, but also say that your team sucks. Because why can't I do that? That's part of the fantasy football smack. At least with Underdog. I mean, it's just, why can't it not have another entry? Too much data, this, data that. I don't think, man. I don't know, man. Man, just looking at some of these battle royales, no, I'm not a guy. My bankroll's low as dirt, man. So we're just doing some battle royales, some goal line stands, and I'll get a few in there. I do a few pick'ems, nothing crazy, like $50 a week on a pick'em. Try and find a $25 nice slate. Maybe we could build a pick'em. But just looking at some of these battle royales, I was picking first, second, third. I was taking Kelsey. You know what? Let's do one, man. Sorry for being a little slow with it. We're just chilling. there's no functionality to the stream. How are you doing tonight, Cha-Cha? I'm sure you're glad to have the weekend off. Seems like you're busting your butt over there with your new job that you've had for a little amount of time. Not to throw you under the bus, but you're grinding over there, and I respect that. And you got, man, a lot of you guys have families. Like, sure, I don't have any kids, but man, I know a lot of you guys have a lot of obligations, and you still come on, still do your fantasy sweat, still try and be part of the game. That's how I like it, man. All right, let's do this draft, man. I got Roshan up here. That's a guy I really like for this week. I think I just moved him up in the rankings because I want to make sure he gets filled in for Eckler out. I think he's a very unique take to try this week, man. On DraftKings, he's 4,700. I'm firing Roshan in. Not everything, but he's going in some of my lineups. So here, I like Jefferson, Kelsey, so they're gone. I don't even hit Tyreek Hill, obvious play. Maybe I go Bijan here. I really like some Bijan. I think Hill is the common click in the 3 spot. But this is my 5th Battle Royale. I don't have one with Bijan yet. I do like Bijan this week. He could have a big ceiling week. I think a lot of people are aware of that. And based on what we see with Bijan so far, he's such a great skill. His asset, we have not seen it all yet. So it's really exciting to see what kind of ceiling Bijan can give us. I think Etienne's another guy that may get overlooked. He's like 6,900 on DraftKings. I think I had to click him a little bit just because we just don't know where the game could go. Maybe he gets breaks some big ones, and he could. Him and Ridley, I could see them having big workloads. So we're back on the clock here. Looks like Diggs, Ridley. Now I just got to decide if I do Ridley, I could build a Jaguar stack. I can get a bring back. If I do Diggs against Washington D on the road, I can see them maybe putting a lot of attention on Diggs. I think Diggs is the more safer click, but man, we're not going for safe. I could go ETN. Let me get my first receiver with Calvin Ridley. He's going to be the guy that's going to get a bounce back week possibly. Don't they have is it Houston without one of their top corners and a safety? They have a lot of guys banged up in the secondary. So I like going in that direction. Oh, here, I'll turn it down, man. I got my tunes playing in the background. You know me, man. Always love music. Always listen to music. Music's a great remedy to have. I mean, whatever. If you're not a music person, find something that helps chill you out. So we're back on the clock here. Amon-Ra St. Brown. It's a click that makes sense with what we built so far with Bijan. I could tell this story and still get Goff. I don't think anybody's really drafting Goff in these. So St. Brown, not too shabby. Mike Williams, 3 TDs. Did you go to the casino and put that bet in? Now that's what I want to know, Jakey. So Underdog Fantasy, they have this new thing called the jalapeno, not the scorcher. So it's mostly a boosted pick'em. Yeah, I don't know. Here, I'll turn off my music. Should be good now. Yeah, but I was trying to say underdog has this boosted pick 'em where it's mostly touchdowns. It's mostly guys that are like second, third options on the team. I don't know. Yo, what's up? I guess we go back to Mike Williams. I do like some Mike Williams this week. It's not a bad take. Why is Josh Allen still here? He's probably going to get paired with Diggs. I think I may go back to, I do like Mike Williams. Still here. Let's get some Mike Williams. I know Allen will get drafted. I kind of faded the Diggs look in this lineup, so it doesn't make sense for me to pull the trigger on Allen. I mean, what kind of story am I telling there? My mic is bad. Whoopsie. Here, let me see. Let me plug it back in. How do I sound now, guys? Michael, check. Says we're good. Ooh, let's not mess this team up. So tight end could go Laporta. Kyle Pitts. Dalton Kincaid. Man, I do like Lamar Jackson. Let's get Lamar here. We totally sniped Lamar from the guy next to us with Tyreek Hill, Mark Andrews, Mostert, Olave. I could have waited and got Goff, but I do like some. Lamar has not had a ceiling game yet, so excited to maybe see if it's this week. I'm going to plug in. I kind of like that game. I don't know. I'm not saying Gardner Minshew is a play on the other side for 5,100 on DK, but man, I think he can move the ball a little bit. And there are some real cheap bringbacks. I mean, you could stack that game if somehow, because those are a lot of cheap pieces. We'll look at it at the end of this draft here. Let's find our tight end. What's the best tight end play? Lamar with Zay Flowers makes a lot of sense, but we can't do that now. Laporta, Kincaid. Maybe Kincaid has a breakout game, and he's the piece you need. Jake Ferguson. I think Kincaid's not a bad play here. We're still trying to find that possible ceiling week that he could provide. Oh yeah, man. I forgot I've been slacking, man. Let's get him. Oh, we got him, baby. Lamar Jackson off that team. And I think maybe we sniped Dalton Kincaid in case he took Ingram. But hey, man, that's a battle royale. If we win 30K, that'll be great. Or even cash in any means. All right, moving on. Man, it would be cool to get. I really missed the fantasy labs that me and Jake were using last year because I got to look through some numbers a little bit easier. But hey, it's all good, man. We're just doing a few lineups here and there. So, but yeah, I enjoyed those tools and plugging some things in. Barrios chalk tomorrow, man. With Jalen Waddle out. Let's see that. Let's look at this game. You know what I see here, man? I see another game where there should be a lot of hope and hype for this Miami. And I think Denver's going to have to do something, kind of like Chicago. They need to step up and have some kind of response to the start of the year. Not saying Chicago can stop Kansas City, but I feel like Denver's in the same spot. Can they stop Miami? They're both two high-powered offenses. And it seems like Denver has a better defense than Chicago. I don't know, man. Hill is just outrageously priced. I don't think Hill is a great play. I mean, he could get 100 yards, but you need like 2-3 touchdowns. You need 10 catches, 100 yards, and oh man, you would need and 2 touchdowns. 28 points still is not winning the big one. So I don't know. Where is Mr. Barrios? 3,600. For 3,600, I still like Tank Dell. He's the same price. Marvin Mims, 3,900. Well, he had like 2 catches, 100 yards. Great for our best ball teams. But man. So I fixed my mic. Let's go back to some of my tunes. At least it helps me in my ears. All right. There we go. Lamar Jackson, man. I do like this play. I don't have a ton of him. I'll tell you who I built maybe 15 teams so far. I did one Gardner Minshew just to see what it looks like. Lamar Jackson. I got Lamar in there with Bijan. I want to look at this one for a second because there's some plays in here that got me interested. Kendra Miller, 4,300. I think he should be a click in some of your guys' lineups. Give him a shot, man. Tony Jones is not the dude. Packers rush defense is not that great. Yes, it's our first home game of the year. Kendrick Miller's, could he be eased in? Yeah, but they need some running back help. Tony Jones, I don't know, man. Are they really going to give Tony Jones 80% of the snaps? They should see what they got in Kendrick Miller right away. Put him to the test. Why not, man? Didn't you sign Tony Jones now? You get Kamara back. Give Miller a good test. And I think he's going to be low owned. 4,300. I tried a little bit. We still don't know. It's a complete unknown. And hey, if he's healthy, he's going to be out there. He's been waiting to get on the field. So I'm interested in playing him. If there is a $9,000 play, I play at receiver. It will be Jefferson. You got to throw a few of them in there. He has been held out of the end zone so far. So you give him the same numbers with 2 touchdowns. You're looking at a guy that is possibly on the Millie lineup. I would think so. If he gets 35 plus points, it's worth it. I think he's got a better shot at getting it over Tyreek Hill. I would think that Denver's going to do everything they can to make it harder for Tua to throw it to Hill, while Jefferson's gonna do his. And I don't know, Gabe Davis, I like this play too. Just another guy that hasn't popped yet, and we could see one of his. He had a decent week last week, but man, maybe he can get that 30-point ceiling that we've seen once or twice last year. His price is still nice for it. 5,800, not bad. Zay Flowers, another guy we have not seen his ceiling yet. Could be this week, so I'm excited to fire up some Zay Flowers. Cole Turner at 2,700. I think Travis Kelce is the play that should probably take it down against the Bears defense. It's an obvious click. If you want to fade it, go a little cheaper. There are guys I like. Kincaid, we just clicked him in the Battle Royale. Got to get back on him. Maybe some Cole Turner, 2,700 with Logan Thomas out. John Bates is not a play, man. Just because it's the Bills defense. They could be behind. They could be going toe-to-toe with the Bills offense. Maybe Cole Turner, maybe they have a system put in. Man, he gets you 12, 13 points at 2,700. You're looking at finding a deep finish if you can get the other pieces right. He just needs 5 catches and maybe not even a touchdown. 5 catches and 80 yards. I don't know. But obviously, if he's involved in the offense, I like Cole Turner tomorrow. Josh Downs, another guy that I'm just targeting a bring back for the Ravens with Zay Flowers. So not a bad click there. I think Michael Pittman's like 61. If you want to go Kyle Granson, we can get real ugly in that department, but not too shabby. Bijan is my RB1 at 7,800. Hands down is a play for me this week. You can talk me into some Travis Etienne, some Gibbs. I have not played Gibbs. I'm a little scared. I don't know why I'm scared to play Gibbs. They just haven't priced too high. The hype is way too high. You know what? If Kendrick Miller played last week, his price wouldn't be 4,300. So to me, they can give you some of the similar results, and he's 2,300 cheaper. I would think Brian Robinson's chalk again against the Buffalo suspect rush defense, 5,800. I'm going to put him in a few lineups just because I'm riding a Gabe Davis hunch. A.J. Dillon, Miles Sanders, staying away from that. Andy Dalton's 4,900. Can you make a case for Andy Dalton stacks? Like a veteran receiver, or you can make a case for Seahawks defense at 3,200. I remember seeing that. James Cook, 6,400, man. We know his role in that team. It looks good. I still don't like – there's something about James Cook that I'm just still not sold on. But his usage on that offense is definitely – and he's cheaper than Gibbs, which I don't know why. Why is he cheaper? I don't know. Kenny Walker, 6,200. You could talk me into playing him with some Seahawks D. Breece Hall, I'm playing some Patriots D. I mean, Bill Belichick on Zach Wilson is like an automatic defensive score. That's just what it feels like in my head when I put those two together. So Breece Hall, if somehow he breaks a big one, if he gets his workload back, he's a nice price for a guy that has tremendous talent. It's just we don't like the guy taking the snaps. Josh Kelly is a play I think a lot of people want to continue to ride. He was a fade for me last week. I was telling you guys, do not play Josh Kelly when I got on the stream at maybe 8 a.m. Sunday morning. I was like, don't play Josh Kelly. Fade Josh Kelly. Fade him. And it was a complete bust. So shout out to that win. Was not a win for me because I still didn't really cash too much in the GPPs. But hey, I was telling you guys not to play Josh Kelly. Gus Edwards. I guess you could talk me into that. I think he's a guy that's going to be hidden a little bit. I don't know why he's not a sexy play. He's like the only healthy running back that should get the majority of the snaps, besides if Lamar Jackson does it all. Devin Chain, you could maybe fire him up. He's 5K. Man, that's what it is. Kendrick Miller's got a better shot at taking snaps away from Tony Jones for now in his first game compared to Devin Aiken with Mostert, which I don't know why we didn't see Aiken more, but that's what it looks like. I do like some this is the price range. I like some Roshan. Get some Justin Watson or Rice. I saw Sky Moore's 4,400. We have some Rice at 3,400. Watson is right around there too. I'm with you, man. That's a great, I think I did do one Patrick Mahomes with a double stack there. It's pretty fair. I know you probably believe they're going to blow out the Bears, but I don't know. I just want to see the Bears offense find something. If they're getting blown out, can you guys still do something? Let Fields do his thing, man. Going to Chinatown for some rice. Yeah, that'll be a nice possible play tomorrow. Let's look at that. We kind of broke down my running backs I'd like for this week. Rice 3,300, Watson 3,500, Sky Moore 4,400. Did I forget anybody? Nope, did not. I guess if you want to play MVS at 4,200, be my guess. Richie James on IR. This is pretty sad. He's a high guy that we drafted in best ball, but he was a late round click. It is what it is. Maybe he can make his way back in later in the year. So we'll be all right. Watson, I like that. You know what? Let's try that. Let's see if we can do a Patrick Mahomes build. Let's throw Mahomes in there. Did we do double receivers? Nah. We get Kelsey. If Mahomes is a smash play, Kelsey has to be a smash play too, I would think. You can give him one of these receivers. Yeah, I think it's still too young for Ross. But man, one of these weeks he's gonna have a ceiling week. He's just gonna be the guy that runs the route that is not double teamed or he gets past the coverage. And I think Mahomes is just gonna know that I have to go to this guy in this game. Rice, yeah. So he fell out of. I don't know. Man, what if we just did a Watson, Kelsey? This would be like I know these guys like Watson. Is he like an every down player now? Blow up games of the week. What do you mean by that? Like maybe just shootout games? I think the obvious one is the Chargers and the Vikings. People are going to want to attack that game to a T. There's so many ways. They're so expensive, I would say. Every piece is $6K minimum if you want a good shot. Josh Kelly, I'm sorry, man. You can't get me to click Josh Kelly. I'm just not doing it. Atlanta, Detroit, that's definitely a blow-up game. Bijan, maybe Kyle Pitts can... If Kyle Pitts does something, you have to play Ritter, I would say. Because if Kyle Pitts has a decent game, Ritter's still he's gonna get some more help from some other guys, maybe Bijan. Maybe you can't play them both, or you could. And it wouldn't be that expensive to do a double stack with Ritter, Bijan, Kyle Pitts, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and see what you got there. Vegas does love the Vikings game for scoring, second being the Chiefs. I think Baltimore Colts, as long as the rain's not too bad, maybe that one could have some points. I just see Minshew just playing his heart out. Why not? What does he have to lose, man? If anything, he's playing to try and possibly, if he has a good game, like, teams should be looking like maybe the Jets make an offer to get him. The Jets need anybody else but Zach Wilson. I think we all can agree on that. Tennessee, Cleveland. Man, I was trying to think that Ford could be a play this week. I won't touch it. Hunt is going to come in there, and even though he has not played, they're just going to say, hey, go out there. We trust you. We know you. And they appear strong. I think Ford is not a good play. I wouldn't play him. Derrick Henry, if you want to chase his old ceilings, I don't think he has it. He may give you one this year, but his price is too high. I'm not touching 7,400. You guys know I like Roschon Johnson. I'm a fan of him. 4,700. Gonna keep repeating that probably. Saints, Packers. I think this could be a low-scoring game. I do want to believe that maybe, like I was saying, Kendrick Miller, Michael Thomas could maybe be a good play, 5,300, or Shaheed, maybe one of these guys. I wouldn't be shocked if Thomas or Shaheed get 1 or 2 touchdowns each. Just one of them has 2 touchdowns. Shaheed's a good price for it since he won't be matched up maybe with Rasul Douglas, and we have like a rookie safety. So if he breaks one, I don't know, man. I'm not against firing a Shaheed, just a one-off from this game. Houston, Jacksonville. This still isn't a bad game to stack, especially if CJ Stroud's going to continue with his, even with his injury. And these guys play behind. Both games they played so far, they were behind. So if there's another game where Jaguars get off to a 21-10 at halftime, man, I mean, how is CJ Stroud? He's a good play. He has to be a good play. Even with some of the injuries, they still have their starting running back, tight end. They just lost one receiver 3, Noah Brown. Man, not a bad team to stack, and their prices are still cheap. I've been a Nico Collins fader all summer. I think maybe this is a game to play Mechie. It's still unknown with his role on offense, and Tank Dell is definitely a good play. Man, he can just do this consistently. Being that quick look for Stroud. Nico Collins, he's going to be heavy chalk, I would say. Has to be 5,300. We'll see if he can do anything against this Jaguars defense. I would play Tank Dell and Mechie in a few lineups. Because why not, man? If you're going to try a Jag stack or do a bring back with Ridley or ETN. Oh, sorry, man. I don't know. Sorry if my mic's still not working. I'm not sure. But hey, oh, maybe it looks like it is. I got to get the dust out of the mic. We haven't been streaming or using it that much. But yeah, man, let's look at some lineups. I'm not going to be on too late. But any other takes you guys have you want to look at, let me know. And thanks for letting me know that my mic messes up. Dallas, Arizona, like I'm not convinced. Maybe with Trayvon Diggs, could a receiver 1 over in Arizona do a little something? Or is that pass rush too much for Josh Dobbs? Like, I could see that too, where people are thinking, can I play some Arizona pieces? I don't know, man. There's way too many better options in the 5K range for me to put one of my clicks with Arizona. Not yet, and not against the Dallas D. Yeah, they lost Diggs, but they're still solid, and they're still very, they're locked in right now. Carolina, Seattle. This one could surprise you if Andy Dalton can do something, or if they just bring everything on Andy Dalton and he's just dust. So there's two different routes. Like, we could see, Dalton, he doesn't know this team, and they're not that, together on offense. Seattle defense, 3,200. I like it. I can see Dalton. I remember last year we saw him throw 4 interceptions against the Cardinals, and 2 of them were returned for touchdowns, but Dalton also had 4 touchdowns in that game. So I don't know, man. I would play some Seahawks D. I would probably fade maybe some of the receivers. Maybe you could try a Charbonnet. But it seems like he's clearly behind. I thought there'd be more of a change of pace, a little bit more snaps for him. Pollard's too much for me. And that could be a game where they score points in different ways. But Pollard's probably... I guess you can't fade him if he had 2-3 touchdowns. I get it. What game did we not touch at all? I kind of bounced around all of them. Yeah, I think I talked about every game so far. So yeah, let's look at a lineup, man. Let me know if the mic messes up again. Sorry about that. So here, going with this, let's try Kansas City with a bring back. You already know the bring back I'm already thinking of if we went this route. I would say that Roschon is a guy that they believe in pass protection more than Herbert. And it looks like Foreman's not part of that team right now. And he's a little banged up. But I like some Roschon in here. Let's see what receiver, what game can we target. So we can go Chargers, Minnesota. It'll be hard to fit Justin Jefferson in this lineup. I mean, you can. Not saying you can't, because I did put Roschon and Watson in here. So I can get the best receiver on the slate, I would say. 4,200. I think you could even squeeze in Mike Williams. It would look ugly. No, you can't. Even Jefferson's a little too high for this if we were trying something. If I wanted to bring back Josh Kelly. See, that's what's hard about Jefferson. I'd like some 5-6K plays here. Could even target this Buffalo-Washington game, going Gabe Davis, McLaurin. Even Diggs, McLaurin. Since Diggs is cheaper than... If you believe Diggs could outscore JJ this week, and maybe McLaurin's a better play than Mike Williams. I don't know. It's hard to fade that game, but I wouldn't be shocked if it's 10-3 halftime. Both defenses are trying to wake up. Let's see what... I don't have many Diggs. I'm not saying I'm off Diggs. I just want to see what a Diggs, McLaurin, be a little different. Let me bounce out of that. I really do like the Baltimore game. I think Zay or even the tight end. Granson's 3,100. Andrews 6K. Yeah, I don't want to play Kelsey and Andrews together. I really do like trying to be on a Zay Flowers if this is his ceiling game. Price is way too good. We still don't know what his ceiling is. It could be like Puka's catches, man. Now Odell Beckham's out. It's hard for me to fade Zay this week. It's not just because we're so high on him at best ball. It's just really hard, man. I don't think you need a cold spring back. I mean, you could get Josh down since he's real cheap, or even go Pittman if you believe. It's not a horrible look. Man, let's look at a defense. Let's take Pittman out for now. Find a defense here. top D 4,400 Cowboys. I'm not doing it. We always go cheap D. I know we have Chris. Chris loves a good cheap D. I'm pretty sure all you guys like cheap Ds. When the week started, I was on the Commanders D. I still like some Commanders just because maybe they can make Allen make a mistake and get a defensive score, and that just automatically puts them in a cash, like in a great spot. Jets D, I could agree with that. I like Seahawks D, Patriots D, and that's as high as I feel like we should go. Like, I don't want to touch Jaguars or Chiefs D. I mean, if Stroud can find a way to move the ball and get points scored on him. I know Mahomes didn't do it too much, but man, I don't know. He's coming off a game where he got some confidence moving the ball in the second half there. Chiefs D, I don't want to touch it, man. Titans D, the more I'm thinking about it, maybe Titans D against the Browns on the road. That could be a sneaky one where Watson continues making mistakes. I would say Titans are probably, they got to be like a good chalky play, maybe. Maybe not. I haven't played no Titans D. Could you talk me into a Derrick Henry here? Nah. Let's pretend Bijan is Derrick Henry. Tennessee D. Receiver, 5K each. So yeah, we get a few guys in here. So I went back to Bijan just to plug him in. I love that play. I guess you could talk me into Pollard instead of Bijan. And then we're looking at like that 5K receiver range. You could even talk me back into Cook, James Cook, if we went Cook and do we fade Bijan for this lineup? James Cook and Scary Terry. I don't know. It allows me to get a $5,900 flex, which is kind of ugly. I mean, Gabe Davis, but then we have James Cook. So, and then I'd maybe change Titans D. Any thoughts you guys have here on this look here? I don't really care too much. I'd rather go with my Bijan build. Working with this Mahomes stack. I guess you could put in Roshan. I know it's sick. I know it's real sick having both rookies there. Am I wrong on Roshan this week? So if I put Kendra Miller, that's 4,900 back at that spot. You got Dotson here. You could take Scary out. I don't think I want a Packers. I just want a one-off here. What's a 5K play? I could go Dotson over Scary Terry. How has Sutton looked? Not too shabby. He's definitely just having a steady floor. No breakout games. Could we go back to Mims? Could we see some air attack stuff? Mims with his 2 catches. Could he get another one? They didn't really price him up too much. He's definitely a ceiling guy for sure. And Miami's going to definitely leave their mark. Yeah, I could pay down at Bijan and fit Kelsey in here if I really, really wanted to. How would that look? So if I run the chalk with Brian Robinson, 8,600, I need 9K. Pay down at Titans D to 2,600. Panthers D. Texans, Broncos, Washington. Well, I guess Commanders D would make sense with Brian Robinson. I mean, if somehow the Bills go back to their old ways, which I would not be shocked. To me, I mean, you're getting Hill in here, Zay, Mahomes stack. Really weak at running back unless we see something crazy with these plays, and the top plays are not smash. I mean, you could talk me into Tony Pollard possibly, like I was saying earlier, but man, if he has another 18, 20-point game, I'm okay with the fade. His price is outrageous. Bijan's the only play I really like up here. So if Bijan's a miss, maybe it's a little cheaper and we need these plays. I don't know. I like this lineup. It's definitely a GPP look. 100%, man. Any other looks you like? What are you thinking, Cha-Cha? I know you're over there crafting up some unique look on your own end. You too, Jake and Chris. Chris is over there crunching his one lineup. He puts a play in every hour. He finds his running back. An hour later, he finds his receiver. 2 hours later, he gets his defense. And it takes him 8 hours to find that perfect lineup. I just put a lineup in the $3 100K to first. Let's look at another lineup that I did. Another look. I even did an Andy Dalton lineup just for giggles. To me, it makes sense. If somehow he shows us something, maybe I should have a double stack with Seattle if Andy Dalton's the nuts. I did some Justin Fields builds, a lot of Kelsey. Kelsey feels way too safe. And I feel like we haven't seen this for a smash play with Kelsey. I guess we could believe that the Chiefs find other ways to score, and if the Chiefs get a lead, a double-digit lead early, they save Kelsey. And if they don't do it with, maybe Kelsey has to already have done it, and then he slows down. Yeah, he could be a trap play. Maybe I build a look without Kelsey. I want to look at the CJ Stroud. I want to still chase that he's getting a lot of opportunity to really air it out. And if Tank Dell and John Mechie and Nico Collins if they can have bounce back weeks, maybe Nico had a big week, but let's see here. I have Tony Jones in this lineup. Ignore that. Let's take him out. Let's take Kelsey out. And the Commanders. So this is what I'm thinking with this look. CJ Stroud, Tank Dell, Ridley. Ooh. Do we go ETN too? They just put a hurt in there. I would love to get on some Tank. Man, this would be really weird. Fitting in like a really... Could you put in Mechie and Dell? I don't think no one would advise me to do that. Or the tight end is Schultz in play if you're building a CJ Stroud stack? I would say so. 3,700. I don't know. It's weird. Houston Jaguars stack. What is this game like? 41 points over under. But I like it just based on the Houston side is real cheap. Yo, you made 3K last week? No shit. Was it that lineup that you gave me, that you told me? Or you just had another lineup? You win 3K in a lineup? Good stuff, my man. Good job, good job. So where do we go from here? Any other thoughts? You know, we're just randomly clicking some names here. Stevenson, still priced too high for the matchup. Aaron Jones, I don't think he's playing tomorrow. Pollard, Bijan, I do love some Bijan. Is this where can he play two heavy hitters? I think he can. Two strong running backs. Man, let's try Pollard for one. I usually don't play that much Pollard. Let's look at the defense here. I would say Seahawks D, Patriots D. And we just did Titans D. Let's go Titans first to see what we could plug in. Receiver and flex. Can we get Justin Jefferson and target that game? Yeah, 3K flex. That's kind of ugly. We could pay down at Pollard. Maybe get... or if I were to get wait, what? My picks made you 10K last week? Yo. Let me know what the pick was. What pick helped you out? Or if you're just pulling my leg, I appreciate it if you stretch it left and right and tell me when you should stop. What kind of plays did I give you? I don't remember. But hey, Cool stuff, man. I like this look. It's definitely cheap if the Texans Jaguars is a game, I don't mind it. And you got JJ in here. You can put JJ or Tyreek Hill. Interchange these guys. I think it's going to be hard for Denver to run the ball. Maybe like we did Tyreek Hill and put Mims. What kind of running back can we get if we put Tyreek Hill and Mims? 7,400 Derrick Henry. I feel like I just have to do it. I have Titans D with Derrick Henry. It just fit with no salary cap remaining. Hey, I don't mind this look. I'm throwing it in there. You can't talk me out of it when it's a perfect fit. And I think Derrick Henry's gonna be a low-owned play. He should be. It fits so nice. Stroud, ETN, Derrick Henry, Ridley, Tyreek Hill, Tank Dell, Schultz, Marvin Mims, Titans D. Yeah, I know we only targeted a few games. Yeah, I'm with you, man. Let's build a look with Ritter and Kyle Pitts and maybe Bijan. I don't mind if you guys take these lineups, duplicate them to however you want. The sharps, the big content creators, they will tell you what I do is a no-no. You don't do this. But they're just not being real, man. Let's look at Ritter. 5K. Yeah, Ritter's definitely... His ceiling is as far as Bijan will take him. Because so far, Bijan in Algier, I guess you could say a little bit of London last week. Matt Collins had a big catch against the Packers too. But it's mostly that running team. Like Bijan's helping Ritter's fantasy out. So I would believe Bijan's going to be paired here with Ritter. And man, Kyle Pitts is now in the 3K range. That's crazy. So could we do what, St. Brown? And would you play Gibbs? No. It's too much. I don't like that $6,600 play though. Yeah, I think I don't know where I'll go here. Let's look at defense. Let's try a different D. Can you talk me into any other D you like? Or we plug... Maybe go Seahawks D? If I'm not playing Titans D. I like Titans D now, the more I keep thinking about it. They're going to put some more pressure on Watson. Let's go Seahawks D and see if we want to change it. You like Buffalo for like stacking? You like Buffalo D? So Cha believes you don't have to do 2-player stack. That will be lingering hard on Ritter running it again, or Bijan with 2 receiving touchdowns. So you're saying Pitts would not be the play here. How much is Bills Z? I keep overlooking them. 2,900, not too shabby. I'm not sold on Washington's offense completely, but man, they definitely have been able to, and they were able to come back on the Broncos last week. So does that mean like we should be all in on Miami stacks? If Sam Howell on the road was able to come back and move the ball and definitely help that team out. Bills defense, are you saying that just because it says ranked 32nd against Washington? I don't know, man. I don't think the Bills defense, they would need a defensive score. I'm not buying into it. I'm not playing them. But if you want to play them, they're not a bad price. And I think they're hidden. Definitely a hidden play. I could be totally wrong. But I just believe that the Bills put up some points. It seems like Sam Howell and that Bieniemy offense, they seem comfortable for now. I think Washington, it looks, I would believe that anything is better than Jimmy Garoppolo in terms of fantasy and the age. And so I understand the Raiders did not play that well last week. I don't know. I'm not playing it, man. Jets D. I kind of like them back at home. A rivalry game. I would rather play Jets D. Let's go to Jets D. Let's get a Jets D look. And let's go back to yeah, I don't know it's about the credit to Howell, but man, if you want to play Buffalo defense, I would say their price is pretty good. I know you're trying to help get me a defense in here. But what has been so exciting about Buffalo defense, they barely could stop Zach Wilson in week 1. I know it's so young. They're missing a lot of pieces still. You think Sam Howell is terrible? I hope you're right. Yeah, I could be totally wrong. You know what? I'll roll with you. That's what the show is. I'm not just completely one-sided myself. Let's get some Bills defense in here. Let's see what build we can do with them. Yeah, Ritter's that cheap 5K play. I think Tyreek Hill, we can find him back in here. What's the other game? Back to the Kansas City. Do we do a one-off? Do we find Watson or Rice in here as a one-off? Save at tight end, go cheaper. Where could we go cheaper at tight end? I would say Andrews is cheaper than Kelsey. Maybe we take a stab there for not playing Zay Flowers. Ooh, this is kind of tough. We would need a cheap running back if we went with this route. See, Tyreek Hill is what hurts this look mostly. Let's go cheap tight end again. I still like that real cheap Cole Turner, but man, I understand that we got Buffalo D in here now. Trey McBride. Ooh. Will Disley, was he like... Man. Will Disley. So are they going to let Noah Fant be the dude? 2,900 Noah Fant with a porous Panthers offense. Maybe Seahawks get more looks. Noah Fant, he wasn't on my radar, but I feel like he should be now. No Disley, Noah Fant, 2,900. I love that price. I mean, 12, 13 points would be a win. Running back. It allows me to open some more things up, going cheap, saving 3K there instead of Mark Andrews, or 4K with Kelsey. I can go back to expensive, doing Pollard and Bijan, or is that too much? Flex, 3,200. There's some $3,200 receivers we like here. When are we talking about one of them? I was telling you Mechie. Mechie was one. An unknown. At least for now. We take Pollard out. We don't go that expensive. We go a little... Do we go maybe James Cook? Do we try Gibbs? Do we do the double bring back? For some reason I just don't want to click it, but man, $4,600 flex. There's some $4,600 flexes we like. I guess there's not. Who is Elijah Dotson? Oh man, that means Isaiah Spiller is nothing. Uh-oh. Hey guys, thanks for hanging out. If you like chilling, please give the video a thumbs up or a thumbs down. I still don't mind either way. Just something, man. I just love that there's life hanging out. And I hope you guys smash some good looks here. Should I find a piece from the Chargers still with Minnesota? I still like that Zay Flowers play. Like, it's so hard for me to fade that. Maybe Tyreek Hill, you have to go. You know what? I'm gonna try it like you said, Cha. We're just gonna try it like this with Gibbs and St. Brown. It is definitely different. 8,200 if we went with Zay Flowers instead of Tyreek Hill. We can go back up and get Diggs. Go back and get Pollard. I don't mind this. Go back up and get Pollard. Yeah, I'm with you there. It definitely fits this build for sure. Or should we take St. Brown out? Just run Gibbs, Bijan, and Ritter and find a different look instead of St. Brown. Yeah, let's do that. I could go back and put Tyreek Hill here, 7,100. Could get Olave, Metcalf, Judy, Lockett. Man, we're gonna play. What do you think of Noah Fant? Like, I guess it's one of those. Are they going to be trailing ever? It doesn't feel like it. It's just a nice punt play with Will Disley out. Who else is going to get snaps? Parkinson? He does. This guy is somehow involved. So maybe Font's a trick, trap, cheap click. But yeah, they don't mind that guy either. Yeah, I don't like too much of this Patriots-Jets game. Bears-Chiefs still, man. I do love Kelsey. I don't know if I'm going to pay up, it's going to be Kelsey every time. I think people do like some Hawkinson. He's just really hot right now. What can you give for 3,500? Maybe I'm missing out on. Josh Downs, Zay Flowers. I still got Tyreek Hill in here with Hawkinson. Maybe we get Mike Williams, tight end 4K. Ooh. Laporta and Gibbs. Double bring back with the Ritter Bijan. Ooh. So if Laporta's the nuts, I mean, Jared Goff would be a play, but man, Goff is 6,500, Ritter's just 5K. This allows me to get a piece from that Chargers game, Baltimore game, Miami game, Kansas City game, and a double bring back with Bills defense. Hey, I can't write this up better, man. I'm gonna plug my mic in and out again in case it messes up. What is this? What is all this information you wrote here? Side eye Muppet. Hey, welcome to the stream. EJ's your host here. You're just telling me some league stuff. Let's see what you need. Lamar, Madison, Gus, Edwards, a lot. JJ, Olave, Kittle, Zay, Pats D, Matt Gay, bench. What do you want to know? Not a bad team. 10 team? Well, that explains a lot of good pieces you have on a team. Pacheco and Dameon Pierce for Trevor Lawrence. I don't play League really too much anymore, man. So you want to get Pacheco and Dameon Pierce? Why do you want Pierce so bad? I don't see how he's a guy. Yeah, I would trade him, I guess. Yeah, if you guys shot to get Pacheco, he could heat up towards the end of the year and become healthy and maybe be a smash play. Your running backs are kind of weak. I get it. Saquon's on the IR. All right. Enough of that. What else you guys want to look at? Yeah, take the trade then, man. You need running back help and your quarterback help. I don't see you can find a filler for Lamar Jackson in a bye week. Other than that, I play Lamar almost every week. He's due for some smash ceilings. Yeah, I would move it. Even though Pierce, he is a RB1, and there are going to be some weeks where you'll start him just based on the matchup being real juicy with bye week issues that everybody has playing league. So yeah, I would play it. I would trade him. Any more looks? I love looking at these. Single entry. What do we want to do? $12 single entry. I don't mind that. Hey, sure, man. Anything to help out a fellow underground DFS grinder. I'm all about it. I'm all about everybody, man. I just love to talk shit. And I like to see people not take this that serious. And I mean that in different ways. You have to be open-minded to having a conversation if you ever want to about what does that mean to be like just you act like you don't care, EJ, about fantasy, but you do. You're so contradictory, man. I don't know how to be the host that the majority of people go to for fantasy content. So that's why we're out here grinding, unstructured show. This is our 4th year doing it. And I've had my highs, I had my lows, and I'm crawling back out, back into the highs. Because, man, nobody wants to just shoot it. They want to give you the safe plays. And we don't do that. So if my boy Young Nut is on this Buffalo defense, that must mean he believes Josh Allen is going to bounce back. Oh, you're good, man. Most of the stuff we talk about is DFS. We're entering in lineups to DraftKings, Underdog Fantasy. If you have not been on Underdog Fantasy and you ever want to try it out, hey, ask me anything you want. It's mostly doing drafts. It's majority drafts. I would stay away from the pick'ems unless you have a true hunch on an over-under yardage prop, whatever it is, on a player prop. But Underdog Fantasy is all about drafting. And if you have any interest in it, let me know, man. I'm always open to going through Underdog Fantasy, looking at some fun drafts. They're fun. Set them, forget them. Can't go against that. Man, Josh Allen could. I haven't even thought about doing a Josh Allen build. I feel like Washington's still gonna. The defense is still gonna try and make some stands. They're gonna get him to get some 3 and outs. That's what I think. Should we attack that Chargers-Vikings game with a nice stack? What could we do if we did that? If we did a Justin Jefferson, and let's say it's Mike Williams. Could you say Josh Kelly? Man. Or do you say Kirk Cousins? Is Kirk Cousins a little cheaper? 6,900. Jefferson and Hawk go back to this. 42. Man, this is so hard. You really can't do much. You'd have to go real cheap at defense. I'd go back to that possible Jets D. You'd be firing both those cheap plays. Maybe you could try. It just doesn't feel right. Unless this is the nuts. Unless Kirk Cousins. Unless this game is just really good. But would you want to play? Oh, EJ says this lineup is trash can. I like it. So I'm going to keep working on it. Let's see here. Should I go back to that juicy Bijan play? It's going to be hard to fit that in here. What can I do if I went cheap at running back all around? I know it's like, EJ, you're nuts. But Roshan and Kendre Miller? You get me an average of, I would love 40 points out of these two guys. I know that's asking a lot. Like together, like 20 each. But you give me 30? That's still not. Man, you can't do that. You gotta do a big and a small. I mean, throw that team in the can, bruh. I'm with you, man. I'm just trying to see. That's why I haven't built any Vikings Charger stacks. It's hard for me to find it. DPR, you gonna go up here and take down the Millie? Or get fourth place for 50K again? Let me know, man, what you feel like you're gonna do this week. Are you firing up your Romeo Dobbs? I know you're heavy on the Packers and best ball. How are you doing so far? In general, what do you feel like you're at with your exposures? Do you feel, I think I'm just talking to DPR here. You know, man, I'm always breaking down. I see people come in and I get sidetracked. I just like generating good conversation, whatever it is. But yeah, I know a few of you guys were hard best ball hitters. I know we're looking at DraftKings, but man, there's always just so much going on with this fantasy. Why did we create this animal, man? Jordan Love was your highest on QB. Hey, man, he actually, so far it's a win. It's definitely a win. We have to see if he could hold up. The Saints is going to be, we all know the Saints is the true first challenge for that Packer offense. Could we, what is Saints D? Just curious. 2,900? Man. I can see Love making some mistakes, but man, Jets D, Bills D, hey, throw this lineup in the trash. Yeah, I'm with you, man. I think T-Hawk he's due to come back down. I really like that Houston build. I don't know why I'm vibing with that. I just feel like that Houston offense is healthy for the most part. At least they're skilled guys. I think Stroud is a little banged up. But if the Jaguars put points up, they're itching to get some points since they didn't score a touchdown last week. Or did they kick 3 field goals? I didn't see any recap, man. But I do like Stroud's price. Ritter's got another good price. We can go back there. Lawrence has a terrible history against Houston. That kind of makes sense. So you're saying CJ Stroud will have more opportunity with the ball. I don't think Pierce can. I wouldn't bet on Pierce in my lineups tomorrow. He's got a nice price though, $5,200. Man, for a starting running back. Hold on, I'm gonna refresh my page here. Yo. All right. What were we working with? I don't even remember, man. Yo, I'll be right back. I gotta get some water. Like, phasing in and out. Andy Dalton, man. Can we build an Andy Dalton stack? I think we can. Tell me how Shark. How many snaps did Shark get last week? I know he had one catch. But I can see Andy, if there's a guy, if he's healthy and he's out there, Andy Dalton's looking for the most experienced receiver. That's what I would think. Man, the price is just so great. Like, you tell me Dalton and Shark. Oh, man. Yeah. Mic check, check, check. Yeah, man. I don't know what's up with this. Sorry, man, for giving you guys a crappy stream. Madison? Let's put Madison in here. Nobody wants to play Madison. Nobody wants to play Madison. Ugh. But if he like has like a redemption, like he's definitely gonna be a low owned play. His price is still good. Oh, this is what sucks. As best ball players, it's like so hard for me to click it. What do you think, DPR, as a Vikings fan? I don't hate Madison play this week. Let's see for 6,300 is there a guy I like here? Yeah, I don't know. Cha-Cha, are we crazy if we fire Madison in a lineup? He's got to be fired up, man. Even if he does suck. Yeah, I'm hitting my wall with my stream. But I enjoy just hanging out with you guys, honestly. Because I know you guys are over there grinding, looking at some takes, doing your own thing. I think that's what ultimately wins, especially if you're hand building, just a few. I like the Gibbs play better. Or you're thinking Miles Sanders this week? Which B-Rob? There's like two B-Robs now. Or would you just say Dijon? Maybe I take Mike Williams out. Man, that's what's hard about the show. So if Brian Robinson's a good play, then his defense is not the nuts. Especially not at 2,900. Yeah, if I want to play Gardner Minshew, cheap Josh Jones, I need another fire receiver. No, I can't go that high. Yeah, man, I might have to restart my computer here. Yeah. I'm gonna finish this lineup and I'm gonna sign off. I don't want to keep putting out a bad stream. I never have like the greatest video quality. It's always standard over here. You said you won 10K, man. Nah, I'm gonna sign off. Maybe next time. Oh, you want him to come on? Are you pulling my leg, man? I feel like you're pulling my leg. What are some other plays we're missing out in this 5K range? Hollywood Brown, could he do something without Diggs? Can London continue it and he's the play? All right, man. I'll be back if you want to come on. Hey, be my guest, man. I'll be back in 5 minutes. If you're here in 5 minutes, you can jump on. If my mic's still working. I was saying we're Shaheed, 4,200. I don't mind a one-off here. Ridley, 7,200. Pills D. I'm hitting a breaking point, man. I like this look. I know Shaheed don't look like a sexy play. His price is nice. Could surprise us. Maybe ETN over Ridley would be unique here. I could upgrade Bills D to like Seahawks D. Patriots D. Yeah, I'll give you 5 minutes, man, if you want to jump on. If not, I'm going to sign on. ETN, is that a bad play? I don't think so. Three middling receivers. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's a weird look. I could upgrade to quarterback for sure. I can get Derek Carr with Shaheed over Gardner Minshew. If Derek Carr is ever optimal, he never is. This is not the game to target it. I don't know. It's weird. I don't like it. Yeah, I don't think I like it, man. Nah, he's not a bad one-off play. The price is nice. And they're gonna find ways. But yeah, just thinking. You were saying Braxton Berrios, huh? Some Berrios, some Cheerios, some 3,600 Berrios. I feel like if we did that, we should do a Tua stack, right? Man, I could do a double bring back with Bijan. Let's see, let's take Minshew out, put in Ritter, back to this. I just want to see. Ooh, I can upgrade Downs to Tank Dell. I feel like I like Dell. Let's go back to, let's go back to ETN here. Do I pay up at defense at all? 3,900 Chiefs? No, we talked about that. Could pay up at one of these receivers, or keep them all in there. Take Tanktail out. There's Bateman. Best tight end, Kelsey. Maybe take Tua so much. Oh man, nah. Well, yeah, I like the Ritter play, man. It makes a ton of sense. Barrios, I like Flowers. Maybe take ETN out. What's another receiver here that feels like a smash play in the mid range? I was thinking Gabe Davis, 5,700. I mean, I can go and get these two guys, upgrade my Bills defense to Titans D. I don't mind this. Or should we not mess with Titans D on the road? I don't know about Watson, man. Oh man, he's in the giant motocross. That's what it is. Just really big motocross, man. Uh, yeah, I'm down with this. I do like we get peace there. Sure, why not, man? Guess we could take out Titans D and go either Saints. I like Jets D against Mac Jones on the road. Leave a little money. Swapping out Barrios instead of Tank Dell. Yeah, I'm okay with this look. I guess, is there another $5,800 play? I guess I could take out Scary Terry and go um, Robinson or Madison. I know you guys like that. That gives me bring back with Gabe Davis, Brian, both Robinsons. This feels like a nice build, I think. Let's plug it in, man. Well, it's been 5 minutes. I've done 4 lineups. We did 1 draft. It's been a pleasure hanging out with you guys tonight. Hey, thanks for hanging out, man. I'll be in the Discord another time, just chilling. Um, good luck in your drafts. You can always send me a message if you ever want to look at things offline together. Um, enjoy your company with friends and family this weekend. First day of fall. It's nice. Who you bully? Nah, he's just fucking with you, man. What is GMX? If you want to share that with us. But this last look, I like it, man. And never know. All right, man. Y'all have a good night. Thank you. I appreciate your company. See you.